Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to another episode of Thought Life Live. I am your host, Cameisha Brewer Dickerson, and today is a very special episode because we are talking about my book, Thought Life Confessions. I am officially an author, okay? So I wanted to get into it. Hey, y'all, and give you an overview of the book. But before I get into that, let me introduce myself. I know I have some new followers, especially from the post I made last night about the book. A lot of new followers, a lot of new people are officially a part of my network and a part of my circle. But I'm Cameisha. I'm a licensed psychotherapist and a thought life coach and now author. And I help my clients to manage their negative thoughts and develop healthy thought patterns. And I do that through individual therapy, through group coaching in the Thought Life membership program, and I also offer higher end one-on-one coaching services for some of my clients. And I love what I do every single day, and I can't even tell y'all how much I love what I do. I love speaking. I love teaching. I love educating successful women and all things mental health. Like, that is my thing. Ministry, the integration of mental health and ministry, helping entrepreneurs get out of their way and start really chasing after their dreams. Even career women, period. Even if you're not an entrepreneur, but if you know you have goals and ambitions and you're trying to work through those things and you've got mindset blocks in the way, yes, I'm your girl. I can definitely help you with all of that. So this book, y'all, Thought Life Confessions, has been brewing for a while. I wasn't quite sure I wanted to be an author. Even in the process of writing this book, I was talking to my coach, shout out to Coach Trey, and I was like, I don't feel right having the title of author just yet. It didn't feel real to me. It didn't feel like I was ready to be called an author. You know, I've had a lot of roles and titles over the years of therapist and counselor and program facilitator and founder, executive director of the Classy Lady Awareness Foundation. A lot of different leadership roles over the years, but never author. And so just to hear it, because when Coach Trey calls me and she's like, Author Cameisha, how are you? Just wanted to give you an update. I'm like, dang, like that's who I am now. I wrote a whole book, like in real life, wrote a book. So I'm growing into, hey y'all, I'm growing into the role of author and title of author, and the way that, hey Monica, the way that the book kind of came about was just how much work I've done from like a branding standpoint with just talking about thought life and talking about all things mental health, having Thought Life Live Saturday sessions. And, you know, Thought Life Live, it became a series in the spring where I was bringing on other speakers. I was bringing on other women to talk about their real life issues. And it just kept growing. It just became a thing. And even being here with you guys for Lunch and Learns now on Mondays at 12:30 Central Time, all of that was just thought life, okay? And so in the book, I go deeper into what your thought life is. I'm not giving y'all all the tea because I want y'all to go get the book. So you can get on the wait list now. It's not available for pre-order just yet, but you can go to thoughtlifeconfessions.com and get on the wait list. There is an exclusive bonus for people who pre-order, just so you know. So it does have its perks for pre-order, but you can get on the wait list so that when pre-orders are available, I can notify you, send you an email like, okay, girl, yes, go get your book. I can tell you to do that. But in the book, that's what I talk about is thought life, mental health for us as successful women, things we can do, things that we can do to help us work and to help us grow and to not be so in our heads about relationships and our jobs and our careers, our purpose in the earth and what it is that God has for us to do. I'm doing a lot of teaching on my signature fail framework and teaching you how to break that down, how to work through it, and how to use the concept of failing to actually push you into success. Because what I found out is for a lot of us successful, ambitious women, we don't make certain decisions because we're so afraid to fail. And so I teach you how to work through that in a book. I'm not giving it to you now because if I tell you now, you have no incentive to go get the books. I'm not telling you. But if you're afraid of failure, yeah, you need to get this book, sis. Okay. So just, I want y'all to get it. I can't stress it enough. And not just because like, oh, I want y'all to buy my book, but I know this is the type of book that will change your life because it has changed mine in the process of writing it. I'm not a writer, just so y'all know. I'm not a writer, I'm a speaker. So I was able to write the book my way, which was speaking. So we did a lot of like dictation and transcription for the book so that you guys can hear my voice. And if you've watched my videos, if you've been around me, you kind of know what I sound like. So even when you read it, I think you're going to be able to hear my voice. And that was something that was really important to me. It was important to my coach and her team, was to make sure that the text sounded like my voice so that you could hear it, so you could connect with it, so that you could resonate with it. The book is really also designed to help you manage your anxiety. Anxiety is something that I have dealt with over the years at different seasons in my life, and something I still continue to deal with. It's different now. I don't have it, every single day, but there are seasons where I feel anxious about things. When I'm working on launches, or there's a lot of stress going on, a lot of different moving parts in my business and in my life, yeah, your girl gets anxious sometimes. And I wanted to normalize that. Hey, Brandy. I wanted to normalize that experience of what it's like to be a successful woman, but also dealing with anxiety. And being a therapist, a lot of people are like, oh, well, she a therapist, she shouldn't have anxiety. Like, I'm also human. So I get stressed out about COVID. I get stressed out about, different things in my family. I worry about my nieces and nephews and their hot girl summer and who they're dating and who's calling them. I think about all of that because I'm human, but that doesn't take away from my success, right? And so I wanted to put all of that in the book just to help normalize the experience of what it's like to be super motivated and driven and ambitious and wanting to be pursuing all these things and pursuing all these goals and still dealing with anxiety. Anxiety doesn't mean you can't do certain things. What makes us successful is that we keep going anyway, right? And we do everything we can do based on what we have and what we're working with at that time. And so I wanted to really normalize that experience for all the anxious, successful women. That's who it's for. So if you've ever dealt with anxiety, if you've got friends that deal with anxiety, if you have anxiety about your career and what your next steps are, if you're feeling like you've already hit that glass ceiling in your career where you don't know what to do next, like, is there a next step? Can I go further? Or is this it for me? Am I going to be in the same department doing the same job for 20 years? And if so, what can I do with this? Like, is my purpose wrapped in this? Is my purpose a part of this? Has God forgotten about me because I've been in the same department for 20 years, doing the same job, seeing the same people, doing the same tasks? Like, that kind of conversation, stuff that, outside looking in, people are like, oh, well, she make good money. She should be fine. They got a house. I don't know what her problem is. You know what I'm saying? Like, she shouldn't be dealing with anything in her thought life. She shouldn't be having mental health problems because she makes good money, or because she has a degree, or because she's educated. And that is not true, okay? We're human just like everybody else. But the things that we experience, they're different just because we are successful. And I feel like, in my experience, because I'm 10 plus years in the game, and I would forever say 10 plus because I'm not ready to start seeing stuff like 12 and 15, whatever. I've been in the mental health game for like 10 years plus, and I see that over and over. And people, they tend to dismiss our feelings because we're successful, or they minimize what we're dealing with. Like, I don't know what she complaining about. Like, no, I know what you're complaining about, and it's okay. It is totally okay. So I wrote this book for you, right? So I wanted y'all to be able to read it, to have something in your hands. There's, oh my goodness, there's so many good gems in there, but there's a place for journal entries. There's a place for prayers. There are scriptures in this book. There are activities and exercises that I've used over the years. There are interventions in this book. I mean, it's a whole lot. It really is. And I wanted to just package it in one place so that you could have it. You could be prayerful about it. You could give it to somebody. You can buy it for somebody for a Christmas gift. But I'm giving you strategies. I'm not just leaving you with the stories of, the characters and the case studies that I've included in the book. I'm teaching you what I did to help them to work through it. I'm teaching you how I helped them shift. And some of this stuff, like, disclaimer, this is not a replacement for therapy, okay? So those of you that need therapy, just because you buy the book, I'm grateful that you bought the book, and I hope that you find it to be beneficial and that you see the value in it. However, that's not going to keep you from needing to go to therapy, okay? It's just an additional support and an additional resource for you. But there's so many strategies in that, okay? I didn't want to just leave you at, oh, you're inspired now. Go be inspired forever, right? Because inspiration runs out, and I know that we can be inspired for a season, and then that little flame of inspiration burns out, and you need a new spark, and you need a new flicker. So I put real strategies and solutions in this book so that you can apply it to your life. I've given you next steps of what to do after the book. I've given you just so many tools and resources in the book, and I pray that it is something that changes your life. Like I told y'all earlier, it has already changed mine. In the last few weeks of writing the book, I was not able to sleep through the night. I was waking up, oh God, on average like 5 to 7 times a night, just up. And I know it was spiritual, and so I would have to wake up and pray for y'all and pray for myself, pray for my team, pray for my coach and the editors, because I know that this book is going to bless your life. And when everything was finished and my coach let me know that everything was finished and we were good to go, I got a chance to see my cover this weekend, y'all. Ah, so pretty. It's so Cameisha too. But when they told me everything was finished, y'all, that night I slept like a baby. I slept like a baby whenever I found out that it was done. And so I know that that was just confirmation from heaven that it's done, it's finished. I did my assignment. I did what God asked me to do, which was to communicate to the world what He had given me to share with you. I know that I've done that in this book. I'm just excited for y'all to get your hands on it. And over the next few weeks, you're going to see me posting about it. You're going to see me talking about it. I've got several podcast interviews lined up to be able to share the overview of the book to other people's audiences. So if you're watching this video and you have a podcast or an event where it would be a good fit and it would be aligned with the vision of the book, and you think my book would benefit your audience, please reach out and contact me so that we can get that set up. I would love to, as a part of my virtual book tour, because I can't move around and do book signings, I can do a virtual book signing for real with no problem. So if you think I would be a good fit and you want me to get on there and just, share about the book and share about what I'm doing and what my vision was, I would love to do that. But y'all, I can't wait for y'all to get your hands on this book. I can't even tell you how excited I am. I scream like 15 times a day because I'm an author now. Like, I have a new title. I have, a new little section on my bio on my website. So if you're coming in right now, go to thoughtlifeconfessions.com, get on the wait list for this book so I can tell you when the pre-orders are available so you can go get it. You got time to, text your girlfriends, your cousins, your boss, your co-workers and say, "Ooh, girl, we need this book." It's for anxious, successful women, helping you to manage these negative thoughts and still be really inspired. I want you to mentally level up after you read the book. On the waitlist page, I added a place, for you to enter your name and your email address. But just for funsies, I asked y'all to guess how many pages the book is. And so far, the lowest number is 30. 30 was the lowest guess so far about how many pages are in my book. And I will say it is not 30, but the highest number is 450 pages, right? It is not 450 pages. Y'all know me. I can jump on here and give you the type of value and content of Monica said she put 311. So y'all are somewhere in the middle then for everybody else. Y'all know I can jump on here and give y'all value in 15 minutes and get off, and it would be the equivalent of what some people would do in a 2-hour workshop. I desire to be concise but effective and give you high value. So just to give you some parameters, okay, it is not 30 and it is not 450 pages in this book. So as you're signing up to get on the wait list, make sure you enter your guess. It's going to be a special prize for the person that guesses the exact number of pages in the book. So if that is you, you will be notified, but I'm definitely going to get on and make an announcement about whoever guesses the number of pages in the book. So that's all I have for y'all today, okay? Because y'all know how I do. I like to get in and get out and be respectful of your time, be respectful of your lunch. I'm so grateful that y'all have got on here to hang out with me again for this very special episode of Thought Life Live. We're going to continue to talk about the book. I'm going to be teaching from the book. I'm going to be dropping quotes and gems and nuggets from the book just to help you be really excited about getting your hands on the book and the way that it's going to change your life and hopefully the other women that you share it with. So Last time, thoughtlifeconfessions.com. Go check it out. Get on the wait list. Guess how many pages are in the book for your chance to get a special prize from me. Um, and yeah, I will see y'all again next Monday for another episode of Thought Life Live. Thank y'all for watching and have a great day. Bye, y'all.